your hands underneath your shoulder. Your knees gonna be underneath your hips. Holding your navel and then push down your hands and then chest is lifted from the mat and then our neck is neutral. We are looking down between your hands but head is lifted. Holding your navel into the spine and then release the belly like you had a big meal. And then as we exhale again, pull your navel into the spine, low belly draw in and up. And then one more time, inhale, release. Exhale, push into your palm, pulling your belly button in and up. Belly button release, and let's do cat-cow stretch. Inhale, lift your eyes up, tail up, drop the belly. As you exhale, push your hand, reach your upper back to the ceiling. Look down between your thighs. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And then one more. Just start to awaken your spine. And then we release. So find your neutral spine and neutral pelvis. Pulling your navel, core is engaged. And then let's do bird dog. We bring our left leg back behind you. Engage your glute by lifting your thigh bone up to the sky. Still neck is neutral. If that's enough, you can stay here. If you feel like, we're gonna tap down and then lift up. Glute is engaged. Lower the tail toe. Lift your toe. Great, everybody. Few more. Let's use our breath. And then we're gonna lift our legs up as we exhale, lower as we inhale. Ready? Squeeze your glute. So our legs are extended and the knees are soft. And then thinking your hamstring reach up to the sky. Ready, everybody? We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then one hold. Holding your navel, your hips are level. That means pulling your left hip down a little bit. And then either you can stay here or reach your right arm, the opposite arm reach forward. Reach your fingertips to your back toes, nice and long. Hold, and then use our breath. Reach nice and long. Use your back muscle to lift your arms a little bit higher. Bicep go between your ear and next over your ear. And then we lower the hand down, lower your knee down. And then move a little bit forward. Again, bring your right leg back behind you. Reach your toes further away than your hips. Holding your navel. And then let's toe tap down and lift. Lower and lift. And as we lift your legs, make sure your lower body is, your lower back is not super archy. We maintain the neutral spine and use your glute to lift your legs. And we have 8, 7, 6, 5. Hamstring reach to the ceiling. And 3, 2. We lift up and hold. Lift your left arms forward this time. Find your 2-point kneeling. Find your balance. And then we're gonna hold for 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower your hand down, knee down. And then we curl your toes under, lift your hips up like down, the hips facing up. Let's pedaling our feet. Bend one knee, lower the opposite heel. Loosen up our hamstring. And 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and then lower your head down, nose pointing towards your nose and toes. Then walk your hands back, back, back. And then pulling your navel, soften your knee. And then we slowly roll back up. Again, head comes the last. Let's roll down. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Round your spine one at a time. Head and arms heavy. Holding your navel, lower the hips. and then chin to the chest. Slowly roll back up, neck and head comes. Inhale, reach out up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Dive down. Really walk your hands forward, forward, forward. And then we're gonna find your knee plank. Let's bring our knees slightly back and then push your hips forward. And then place your shoulders right above your wrist. Holding your navel, shoulders away from your ear. Hold the shoulder blades down. Hands a little bit internally. And then we bend our elbow, lower the chest, and push up. Bend your elbow and press up. And then we do 8 and 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips down. Child pose. And then we slowly lift ourselves back up. Let's do tricep push-up. Feel free to lift your knee up for the full plank and full push-up. For modify, you lower your knee down, spiral your bicep forward, the elbows pointing towards each other, elbows straight back. Let's lower the chest and push up. Lower the chest and push up. And then here, make sure you're not nodding your head. Chin away from your chest. We still have a neutral neck, neutral spine. And we have a 6, 5, 4, exhale to lift, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your knees forward, swing your legs, and then slowly come on. Okay, move your hips a little bit forward. Your feet are hip distance apart. Arms forward, palms facing each other. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, curl the pelvis. Scoop your navel, slowly lower yourself and then head down. Palms facing down by your hips. Move your heels slightly close towards your hips. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt, curl the pelvis. Tilt your tailbone up and then we release on top. Again, press your lower back down, lift your tailbone slightly up and then we lower. It's not lifting your hips, we lift our tailbone slightly up, press. Okay, start awakening our abdominal. Hold the pubic bone towards the navel and then we on top. Good, 2. One more. And then we're on top. Let's do bridge. Deep breathing, inhale. Maintain the flat back. Exhale. Push your hand down. Push your feet. Lift your hips up. Holding your navel. Chin away from your chest. Relax your neck. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale. We lower the hips all the way down. Again, we lift our hips up. Engage your inner thigh. Your thigh bone is parallel. Thinking you're pulling the mat towards your hips, pulling your feet towards your glute without actually moving your feet. Sending your thigh bone forward and then thinking your pelvis reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Great. 3 more like this. Lift the hips up. Squeeze your glute. And then we lower. 2 more up. And then we lower. 1 more lift. And then here, the little tiny pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower your hips all the way down. Great, everybody. Let's articulate and reach. This time, deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, we curl the pelvis. And then we slowly lift to your hips. Low back, mid back. Up to bottom tips of shoulder blades. Or inner thighs engaged. Deep breathing, inhale to press. Exhale, we lower upper back, mid back, low back. sacrum let the last. 2 more. Exhale, curl. Slowly peel off. Relax your neck. Exhale, we lower the spine now. 1 more vertebrae at a time. 1 more. Curl. Peel off. Keep holding your heels towards your glute. And then we lower the hips down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Control these pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower your spine down, 1 bone at a time. Hip length to the last. Great, everybody. Bring your hands to the forepost, palms facing up. Now bring your feet together, knees together for spine twist. Inhale, bring it to the right, look over your left to shoulder, squeeze your inner thigh together. And then we come back to center. Inhale, bring your legs to the left, look over your right shoulder, holding your belly, squeeze your knees together. Use your exhale, bring to the center and hold. Either you can stay feet down, or if you want a deeper stretch, lift your legs to the tabletop position. Feet together, knees together. Deep breathing, inhale, bring your legs to the right, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, use your core, and then bring to the center. And then inhale, go the other side. Exhale, we squeeze our inner thigh, and then we lower your feet down. Great, everybody. Extend your legs all the way out. Roll up. Flex your feet. Reach arms to the ceiling. Deep breathing, inhale. Chin to the chest. Lift your chest. Exhale, we slowly roll all the way up. Reach your fingers forward, and then we come back. Okay, let's come up to stand. We're gonna bring our feet parallel, hip distance apart. Your toes slightly out, holding your navel, pull up your pelvic floor muscle, hands front of your chest. Let's do squat down and up, down and up. We push your palms towards each other so we activate our chest muscle. Back is nice and long, tailbone is nice and long. As we lower, make sure your knees not pulling in towards each other or pull apart. Our knees pointing the second toes the entire time. As we come up, push into the four corner of your feet, the equal amount, left and right. Great, we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold our start and pass, pulling your low belly in and up. Extend your arms forward, and then let's use our back strength to lift your arms a little bit higher. Can we lift our pinky fingers a little bit higher back, pulling your navel in, and then we lower the hands down, come up. Ready, everybody? Bring your right foot forward, left foot back. Lift your back heel up, bend your right knee, bring our hands front of your chest. Back leg down and lift. Lower and lift. Bring. We're still hinged forward a little bit. As we come up, squeeze the back glute. And we have 6, 5, 4, shoulder blades back and down. 3, 2, hold your lunge and pass. Extend your arms up, holding your navel, and then little control pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower your hand down. Now bring your hands on your hips. We still hinge forward. The back toes gonna step forward and back. Step forward and back. Here your hips are square, and then your right leg is not moving. Your weight is right over your right foot. And then we have 8, 7, 6, 4 more. 3, isometric, hold your right glute for 2. And then 1, come up tall and then tall. Let's go the other side, left foot stay, right foot back behind you. Hand front over your chest, hinged forward. Back heels lifted, we lower. And lift, lower, and squeeze. Great, as we come up, squeeze the right glute, palms pushing towards each other, we activate our upper body as well. Grow taller in the spine. And 6, 5, 4, hips are square. 2, lower, hover the back knee, hold, extend your arms up. And a little pulse, up and inch, down and inch, up and inch, down and inch. For 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and then we lower and pause. Bring your hands on your hip. We step forward and step back. Toe tap forward and back. Great. Weight is right up over your left foot. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Bring it forward and then come up top. Ready, everybody? We're gonna sit in, facing the front of the mat. Okay, everybody, inhale, right arm up. Bring your left hand side over your hips. Exhale, bend over. Reach your fingertips further. Lower the right hip down. Holding your navel, tilt your chest up. And then we slowly come down. Left hand up and bend over to the right. And then we lower. Bring your right hand outside of your left knee. Left hand back behind your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, rotate. Use your breath for deeper stretch. And then we come back. Left hand behind your right. Right hand back behind your hips. And then we rotate.